All right, man. So let's go ahead and get it started off with a little bit of discussion about the Utah Mammoth. So the playoff race has begun, AJ. There are two teams that have clinched their tickets so far, and this is in the Western Conference. We have Colorado and Dallas. And some teams are getting close to punching their ticket to the postseason. We have, the Buffalo Sabres, the Carolina Hurricanes, Tampa Bay Lightning, and some others. But yeah, right now we have the regular season concluding April 16th. The Mammoth are sitting in the midst of what I would consider right now as to be a wild card battle.
Yeah.
With three other teams. Now Utah holds the top spot at the time of recording with 80 points. Only 3 up from the Predators at the time of recording, AJ, which is a little concerning.
Yeah, and especially because they're way behind the Wild. I mean, the Wild have 92 points, again, at the time of recording. So it's not like they're going to catch them and surpass them for that next wild card spot. So they've just got to make sure they keep winning, because a couple losses and the Predators could take a couple wins. They can catch up to them really fast.
Well, the Mammoth have the top wild card spot.
Oh, the top wild card spot.
Yes, the Wild have the. Yeah, so Utah has the top wild card spot, and the Predators have the second wild card spot.
Oh, okay, because of the divisions.
Yeah, the division. So yeah, they're
okay.
The division is out of sight for.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they definitely can't win the division.
Yeah, I mean, technically they're not numerically eliminated from that, but they are basically. So yeah, the three teams they have to worry about are the Kings, the Kraken, and the Jets. Those three are the ones that are sitting on the outside looking in, and then we also have the Predators that have the second spot. Which now again they're only 3 points up against the Predators right now.
Yeah,
which at the time of our last conversation when we started talking about this, they were 6 points ahead.
Yeah,
of that. So hasn't been exactly the best 2 weeks of hockey for the Mammoth. Not necessarily that they were playing bad, just simply because everybody else is like behind them is just winning.
Everybody just keeps winning. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. When we talked, they had a 98.9% chance of making the playoffs. That is down to 94% as of recording.
I think if you're in the Mammoth, you're not super upset about a 94% chance to make the playoffs, though.
No, definitely not.
But they do. They got some key games coming up, though, because they got games against the Kings, the Kraken, the Predators, the Blues. So you've got to make sure that through these games you push through, get wins. I mean, you don't got to win all of them. I mean, obviously that's great, but if you can win some of those games, that's going to help, prepare you for the playoffs, right? Good games against good teams. This team needs those games right now to start getting into playoff shape, because they're planning on going. That's everything they want. That's everything they've been working for. And if they can get into that position, they'll be just fine. So they got to win some of these super important games that they got coming up for sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, is it possible for them to fall out of contention? Probably not. That's not likely. But the chances of them missing that top wild card spot, which they've held on to for so long, would be kind of a bummer to see that slip.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like
that would hurt bad.
Yeah, but it's been again, all the numbers are pointing the right way since we added that Wiegand kid.
Yeah,
he's really helped. His advanced metrics have gone up since coming over here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody over there in Calgary actually was having a great year, so his numbers weren't exactly great down there, but are up there wherever we are.
Mackenzie Weegar's been huge for this team. I mean,
yes.
you can just see it. He has a veteran presence that's kind of helped level some things out. He goes out there. He plays tough hockey. He's been fun to watch, and you can see that he's going to make this team better. And he was kind of that piece that this team needed to kind of keep pushing forward, because this team's hungry, man. I mean, they've been working all season. They wanted to make the playoffs. They're in position to do that now. And by going out and making a move, in before the trade deadline and getting somebody, it shows that they're still committed to achieving that goal. So
yeah, you definitely hit it on a point there, is that he's been helping this team, because especially with Mikael Servacek, his overall advanced steps have gone up as well.
Yeah,
in response to that trade. So those two playing together quite well. So yeah, man. I mean, while I'm not expecting them to fall out of contention for the playoff spot, seeing a 5%, 6% drop in just 2 weeks does perk your eyebrow,
especially with some tough games coming up.
Yeah, these games are going to be important, but the team is, I think, set up and ready for a good playoff push here. So
Yeah, they
more to
really
come.
needed that game against the Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they dropped that one, and it wasn't even close. I mean, I actually watched that one, and they lost, I think, 3-0.
Ugh, that's rough.
And yeah, they really needed that win against the Ducks, and they lost it. So
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's unfortunate, but we want to hear from you folks. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below when it comes to the Utah Mammoth. Are you concerned about the chances of them sliding out of the playoffs? Are you not? We want to hear from you. We'll keep you guys updated as this story progresses. There within, more teams clinching. We'll talk about it, and we'll see. We'll follow this team all the way down the end to the April 16th,
absolutely,
man.
And hopefully we can report that they clinched and we're good to go.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
that would be great. As a reminder, folks, we did launch a channel specifically for Utah Mammoth called Utah Mammoth DNA. All of our Mammoth content will be posted here on this sub-channel. If you're watching this on our main channel, DNA Sports Recap, during our live stream, or if you're listening on the podcast afterward on the audio, a link to Utah Mammoth DNA will be in the description down below. We will be giving away a hockey jersey once this channel hits 1,000 subscribers.
absolutely. Like, subscribe, all the fun things.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and hit one more subject here when it comes to Utah Mammoth, and that's actually that this came down a couple days ago. The contract extension that we got for Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb Desnoyers was inked a 3-year contract, entry-level contract extension.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge for an 18-year-old, right? He was a first-round draft pick a couple years ago, and he did have that setback in his first year where he had surgery on his hand, I believe, that caused him to miss some time.
Mm-hmm.
But really, he's played really well. He had 78 points in 45 games, which is the second best points per game rate in the league, because he was playing down one.
Yeah, in the Montauk Wildcats.
Yeah. So he's played some good hockey. This is great to see the Mammoths sign some of these younger players. They've done a good job drafting, and unfortunately for these guys, they have a really talented team, and they've got good players all over. So for them to be able to sign some guys that they can keep on contract and keep them, with the club, it's a great look for them, and it's also really exciting, to just keep having guys that you can, if you've got to make some moves, you've got some pieces that are under contract. So
for sure, there's a lot of talent on this team that's in the middle of 8-year contracts.
Yeah,
and this team's really built we already talked about on a previous episode how this team's already established itself in year 2 as kind of a destination place. Like, Wiegand even had to waive his no trade clause.
Yeah,
in order to come here.
Yeah,
and while this probably wasn't the only destination he would have been willing to do that for, that list was probably pretty short. He really liked it where he was at. So
yeah, and he spent his whole career there too.
Yeah, so to come here and be willing to waive that was kind of huge. And to your point there, like, we have these players that are kind of establishing like a core, and then from there we're building throughout the draft and kind of up through it. You really like that some of this young talent is getting some contract extensions. Now, more than likely, he is probably going to play with the Tucson Roadrunners to start this contract. He probably won't be with the Utah Mammoth. He'll be down in the AHL team. But this will get him out of the QMJHL, space there. But what I really like about was what Bill Armstrong described Desnoyers as is an incredibly skilled player and extremely bright future. So look forward to him potentially joining the Mammoth at some point during these 3 years for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a reminder, folks, we want to hear from you. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below when it comes to the Utah Mammoth. Did you like the Caleb's contract extension? Does it mean something, nothing, everything? What are your thoughts in regards to that and how this team is building itself up overall for more of that prolonged what's the word I'm looking for?
Depth.
Prolonged depth and prolonged time for being a contender, basically.
Yeah. Window. Yeah.
Exactly. We want to hear from you. As a reminder, folks, Utah Mammoth DNA, channel dedicated specifically for Utah Mammoth. All of our content will be posted on this channel, Utah Mammoth DNA. So be sure to check it out. Once this channel hits 1,000 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that.
Yeah.